Alright, hey everybody, I just wanted to show you some of the stuff that I got going on here. As of recently, I started collecting some different publishers' catalogs recently, and I kind of want to go over some of them that you might not know about, that put out some good games, and then others that are more just kind of rare prints because they're not so good games. So, starting off, we'll go to one of my favorites, and that would be... and there's a good chance you've already heard of them. Sedesco. They put out some really interesting games. My favorite so far that they put out, Among the Sleep. Very good game if you haven't played it. You play as a child and there's some creepy thing chasing after you. Maybe. If you played it, you know what I'm talking about. Really good game. Tower of Guns. I recently just picked this up. Really good game. You haven't played it. It's pretty much a first-person bullet hell, I guess you'd consider it. And then Earthlock. It's kind of your traditional JRPG. I haven't been able to play this yet. I haven't started it yet, but I definitely will give it a shot. But yeah, amazingly, most of Sedesco's games have been pretty good. They don't, for whatever reason, sell very well, but yeah, they're solid games, so definitely a publisher you want to check out.
And as you can see, you can still get these games new from Amazon, and yeah, it seems like that's what all Sedesco games go for, $20 to $30 new, which isn't a bad price point at all.
Calypso. Again, as I said, not necessarily the best games, but low print. And when I mean low print, you're talking 10,000 to 20,000. Yeah, so there's Dark. You play a vampire. It's kind of like a terrible version of Thief. It's all right, but if you have a chance to play Thief, one of the Thief games or this, play Thief. Next up, and you might have seen Adam Corlick pick this up on one of his videos. This is The First Templar. And again, kind of a knockoff of Assassin's Creed. And again, it's a decent game, but if you have the chance to play in any Assassin's Creed game versus this game, well, except for maybe the DS ones, which I think are terrible, but any of the traditional Assassin's Creed games, I would say pick up one of those and play those before this. But again, low print, and it's decent. This publisher, I don't think they ever do NTSC games, so I think this is all going to be PAL region. But yeah, they've been putting out some pretty solid games. Badland Games. And here we have Dead Synchronicity, which this is kind of a graphic adventure, essentially. Really cool art style. But yeah, I haven't got a chance to play it yet, but everything I've seen on it I've enjoyed. I do want to dig into this. Just simply, I've got too much stuff. For me to give the time to each one of my games that it actually needs for me to play, to give it a good round score, I really need to start pumping through some of this stuff. Maybe quit my job. That's not going to happen, because then I won't be able to buy this. So anyway, yeah, I do want to check this out, though. Dead Synchronicity. If you haven't heard of it, check it out. Again, it is PAL. As you can see, it's got the Peggy logo on it. This is actually a pretty neat game. The story changes as you go throughout it and stuff, and it's all based on, like, if Groundhog Day were a game, essentially. You keep doing the same day over and over again. It's interesting, for sure. Then Dex. I need to get back into this game. I played it back when it was a beta, and the physics seemed a little wonky to me at the time. I've heard that the physics are changed now and they're better. I need to actually get back into this game. But yeah, so it's kind of like a cyberpunk game, And if you like the Blade Runner series, you might like this. Got some RPG elements and side scroller at the same time. So yeah, really cool game. Again, Badland Games, one to look out for. We're getting down to the games that, well, they're not good, but they're low print. And yeah, so for the Wii, that should tell you already. So Zoo. Zoo, I do know, has put out some decent games. I forget which driving game it was that I got, or racing game that I got.
And that game that I couldn't remember was Flat Out, the Wii port, which just got under 7,000 copies made.
It was actually pretty solid. Most of Zoo's games are pretty meh. This one, Wild West Shootout, is actually somewhat decent. Another interesting thing about Wild West Shootout, it comes with the glasses, which is neat. Not really, but it's an option. But yeah, this is a like on-rails shooter, which I enjoy those type of games. So this is okay if you like on-rails, point-at-the-screen shooter, which the Wii is actually a good system for that. And next up, and again, low print, not a good game. Casper's Scare School, Spooky Sports Day. And this is Red Wagon Games. That's another publisher you're going to have to look out for, is Red Wagon Games. Yeah, I need to check up on what else that they've released, but I do know that this is like a low print.
How could I possibly have forgotten their amazing lineup such as Aladdin, Magic Racer, Kid Fit, Gem Smashers, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Don't expect much from it. It's much like most of the Wii games that come out. Mini games, nothing to get too excited about. Something they just kind of patched together, threw out there because, hey, it's a Nintendo product and it's the Wii. You should pick it up. Now, it's one to put in the collection because it was low print and it's not very good. But it's there. So yeah, I plan on updating this. I continually look for more games that come out that didn't necessarily get a high print, but are solid games. I want to get the ones out there that are actual decent games that were by publishers that don't put out a lot of content, or that don't sell very well, I guess I should say. But yeah, yeah, I want to continue putting out these videos, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope some of these publishers you didn't hear of, but again, if there's something I find that you want to check out, by all means, give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you later.